Hello everyone. Welcome back to Daily English Flow. Today, we have a special English listening story. It is about a young man named Daniel and his dog, Max. But this is not just a story about a dog. It is a story about love, hope, and never giving up. Daniel had a question that he could not answer. Where was Max? His dog had disappeared. And Daniel had only one goal: find him. Listen carefully and enjoy the story. The English is simple and slow, so you can learn while listening. Let's begin. Daniel was 24 years old. He lived in a small house with a little garden. His best friend was a brown dog named Max. Max had long ears and a white spot on his chest. He was friendly, playful, and very energetic. Daniel had Max for 5 years. They did almost everything together. Every morning, Daniel opened his bedroom door. Max was always waiting outside. Daniel smiled. Good morning, Max. Max moved his tail happily. Then they went outside. Daniel gave Max some food. After breakfast, they went for a walk. Their favorite place was a small park near the house. Daniel usually threw a ball. Max ran after it. Sometimes Max brought the ball back. Sometimes he ran away with it. Daniel laughed. Max, come back. Max always looked at him with his funny face. Daniel loved those moments. The strange morning. One Saturday morning, Daniel was cleaning his garden. The weather was warm and sunny. Max was running around the garden. Daniel went inside the house for a few minutes. He wanted to get some water. When he came back, everything was quiet. Too quiet. Daniel looked around. Max? No answer. He looked behind a tree. Nothing. He checked near the garden chair. Nothing. Then Daniel noticed something. The back gate was open. His heart started beating faster. Max. He ran outside. He looked to the left. Then to the right. There was no Max. Daniel walked down the street. Max. Still nothing. He ran back home and called his neighbor, Mrs. Wilson. Mrs. Wilson, have you seen Max? Mrs. Wilson sounded worried. No, Daniel. Why? He's missing. Oh no. When did you last see him? About 10 minutes ago. Maybe he went to the park. Daniel thought for a moment. You're right. He loves the park. He quickly left his house. Searching the park. Daniel ran to the park. He looked near the entrance. Then he checked the playground. He walked around the trees. He called Max again. Max. Max, where are you? But there was no answer. Daniel saw an older woman sitting on a bench. He walked toward her. Excuse me. Have you seen a brown dog? The woman looked at him. Does he have a white spot on his chest? Daniel became excited. Yes, that's my dog. I saw a brown dog about 30 minutes ago. Where? Near the old bridge. Daniel looked toward the bridge. Thank you. He immediately ran there. The old bridge. The bridge was at the other side of the park. Daniel looked everywhere. Behind the trees. Near the water. Under the bridge. Nothing. Max? No answer. Daniel walked slowly along the river. He was beginning to feel afraid. What if Max was lost? What if he was hurt? Daniel stopped and took a deep breath. No. I have to keep looking. He returned home and printed a picture of Max. Under the picture, he wrote, Lost dog. His name is Max. He is brown with a white spot on his chest. Please call Daniel if you see him. Daniel put the posters around the neighborhood. His neighbors wanted to help. Mrs. Wilson checked the nearby streets. Another neighbor searched near the supermarket. Daniel's friend Alex joined the search too. But they found nothing. The first night. That night, Daniel sat alone in his living room. Max's bed was beside the sofa. His food bowl was still in the kitchen. His favorite toy was lying on the floor. Daniel picked up the toy. He remembered Max playing with it. He felt tears in his eyes. Max, where are you? He looked at the empty bed. I hope you're safe. Daniel didn't sleep well that night. Every time he heard a sound outside, he looked through the window. But Max was not there. Day 2. The next morning, Daniel started searching again. He visited the park. He checked the streets. He talked to people. He showed them Max's picture. But nobody had seen him. In the afternoon, Daniel's phone suddenly rang. It was an unknown number. Hello. A man's voice answered. Are you looking for a brown dog? Daniel's heart stopped for a moment. Yes, his name is Max. I think I saw him yesterday. Where? Near the old train station. Daniel became excited. The old train station? Yes, but I'm not completely sure it was your dog. Daniel grabbed his jacket. Thank you. I'm going there now. He ended the call. The old train station was several kilometers away. But Daniel didn't care. If there was even a small chance that Max was there, he had to go. Speaking practice. Let's practice some useful sentences. Repeat after me. My dog is missing. My dog is missing. Have you seen my dog? Have you seen my dog? I am looking for him. I am looking for him. His name is Max. His name is Max. Please call me if you see him. Please call me if you see him. I hope he is safe. I hope he is safe. I will keep looking. I will keep looking. Excellent. Quick questions. What was the dog's name? Max. How long had Daniel had Max? 5 years. Where did Daniel usually walk with Max? At the park. What happened on Saturday morning? Max disappeared. Where did the man say he saw a brown dog? Near the old train station. Excellent work. Daniel is now on his way to the train station. But he doesn't know what he will find there. Is Max really there? Or did someone see another dog? And why did Max leave the neighborhood? We'll find out in part 2. Keep listening. Keep practicing. And remember, never give up when someone you love needs you. Daniel drove to the old train station as quickly as he could. He looked around the parking area. There were buses, cars, and many people. But there was no Max. Daniel walked around the station. Max? Nothing. He showed Max's picture to people. Excuse me. Have you seen this dog? Most people shook their heads. Then Daniel noticed a small shop near the station. An old man was standing outside. Daniel showed him the picture. The man looked carefully. Wait. He pointed toward the road. I think I saw this dog yesterday. Daniel's eyes opened wide. Where? Behind the old warehouse. Was he alone? Yes. He looked scared. Daniel thanked the man and quickly walked toward the warehouse. Behind the warehouse. The warehouse was quiet. There were several boxes near the wall. Daniel looked behind them. Nothing. He walked farther. Then he saw something on the ground. It was a small blue piece of cloth. Daniel picked it up. He recognized it immediately. It was from Max's collar. Max was here. Daniel suddenly felt hopeful. He looked around carefully. There were small footprints in the dirt. They went toward a narrow road behind the warehouse. Daniel followed them. The road led to a quiet neighborhood. Daniel walked slowly. Max. Then he heard something. A very small sound. Woof. Daniel stopped. His heart started beating quickly. Max? He listened again. Woof. The sound was coming from behind a large wooden fence. Daniel ran toward it. Max. But he couldn't see the dog. The fence was too high. He looked for a gate. There was one, but it was locked. Daniel called out. Is anyone there? After a few seconds, a young woman came outside. Can I help you? Daniel showed her the picture. I'm looking for my dog. The woman looked at the picture. Wait. She pointed toward the backyard. There is a brown dog here. Daniel couldn't believe it. Can I see him? The woman opened the gate. Daniel walked inside. Then he saw him. A brown dog was sitting near a small tree. He had a white spot on his chest. Daniel whispered, Max. The dog looked up. For a moment, neither of them moved. Then Max suddenly ran toward Daniel. Max. Daniel got down on his knees. Max jumped into his arms. Daniel hugged him tightly. I found you. Max moved his tail quickly. Daniel laughed and cried at the same time. You scared me so much. The woman smiled. I found him 2 days ago near my house. He looked tired and hungry, so I gave him some food and water. Daniel thanked her again and again. You saved my dog. She smiled. I'm just happy you found him. The mystery. Daniel looked at Max's collar. Part of it was broken. He finally understood what had happened. Max had probably escaped through the open gate. Then he became lost. He walked several kilometers and ended up near the train station. When he became tired, the woman found him. Daniel was incredibly thankful. He had searched for 7 days. Now Max was finally home. Speaking practice. Repeat these sentences. I found my dog. I found my dog. I was looking for him everywhere. I was looking for him everywhere. I was so worried. I was so worried. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me. I'm happy you're safe. I'm happy you're safe. Let's go home. Let's go home. Excellent. Quick questions. Where did Daniel find the clue? Behind the old warehouse. What did he find? A piece of Max's collar. Where was Max? In a woman's backyard. Who helped Max? A young woman. How did Daniel feel? He felt extremely happy and thankful. But there was still one question. Why had Max run away? Daniel was about to discover something surprising when he returned home. And that is where the story becomes even more interesting. I'll see you in part 3. Daniel took Max home. Max was tired, but he was safe. When they arrived, Max ran into the garden. Daniel watched him with a big smile. Welcome home, Max. Max moved his tail. Then he ran toward his favorite toy. Daniel laughed. You still remember your toy? Max picked it up and ran around the garden. For the first time in 7 days, Daniel felt peaceful. What really happened? That evening, Daniel looked carefully at the back gate. He noticed something. The gate was broken. One of the small metal parts had fallen off. Daniel finally understood. The gate had probably opened because it was broken. Max didn't run away because he wanted to leave. He simply walked through the open gate. Then he became lost. Daniel felt relieved. Now I understand. He looked at Max. You weren't trying to leave me. Max looked back at him. Daniel smiled. I missed you so much. A thank you visit. The next day, Daniel went back to the woman's house. He brought her some flowers and a small gift. Thank you for taking care of Max. The woman smiled. You don't have to thank me. I really do. You helped my best friend. She smiled again. Just make sure the gate is fixed. Daniel laughed. I already fixed it. They both laughed. A new habit. After that day, Daniel became more careful. Every morning, he checked the gate before letting Max outside. He also put a new tag on Max's collar. The tag had Daniel's phone number. And Max never went outside alone again. Daniel learned something important. Sometimes, small problems can cause big problems. A broken gate can lead to a lost dog. A small mistake can create a difficult situation. But Daniel also learned another important lesson. Never give up. For 7 days, he kept searching. He was tired. He was worried. But he continued. And finally, he found Max. Speaking practice. Let's practice some useful sentences. Repeat after me. I found what I was looking for. I found what I was looking for. He is finally home. He is finally home. I'm so happy you're safe. I'm so happy you're safe. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for helping me. I will never give up. I will never give up. Everything is okay now. Everything is okay now. Excellent. Final listening questions. Why did Max leave the house? Because the back gate was broken. Where did Daniel find Max? He found him in a woman's backyard. Who helped Max? A young woman helped him. How many days was Max missing? 7 days. What did Daniel learn? He learned to never give up and to be more careful. Excellent work. The lesson. Daniel thought he had lost his best friend forever. But he kept searching. He asked people for help. He followed every clue. And after 7 days, he finally found Max. Sometimes life gives us difficult moments. We may feel tired. We may feel afraid. We may even want to stop. But remember, don't give up. Keep trying. Keep searching. Keep believing. Because sometimes, the answer is closer than you think. Thank you for listening to today's story with Daily English Flow. If you enjoyed the story, keep practicing English every day. Listen slowly. Repeat the sentences. And speak without being afraid of mistakes. I'll see you in the next story. Keep learning. Keep speaking. Keep flowing. Goodbye.